Okay, so today we're going to be going over some ways to polish your clay pieces. To start here, I broke my piece in half, and it's in the leather hard stage right now, which means it's pretty dry clay. So to fix it, I'm going to have to use some fresh clay, and I'm going to have to score the edges, add some water. I'm going to have to squish all that back together, and the water will absorb into the dry clay some. You'll also notice that I'm smoothing the edges over to make it all blend back together. And I'm going to do it again on the second piece here. I scored it with a tool, and then I'm adding a bit of clay, some water, and I'll rub it back together to make it all look nice. Alright, after this, next, I'm going to be showing you other ways to clean up your piece. Here I've got a bit of extra clay, so I'm just going to use either a wet sponge to get rid of that, or I can use the back of this curved tool to both smooth it and to shave off the extra pieces. And then the opposite of that is if I accidentally make some indents that I don't like, I can just use a bit of wet clay, stick a bit on my finger, and just rub it away. Because it's leather hard, it doesn't sink in too much. Okay, next I'm going to use the clay tool to make my lines a little thicker and a little cleaner. Because it's leather hard clay, it just shaves right off like you're grating a piece of cheese. And there are probably many ways to do this, but I think a clay tool with a pointy end would probably be best for getting into those tight spaces. And then I use a sponge to smooth it over again. That sponge is great for a lot of things, just smoothing over even just your whole piece, which is what I'm going to do next. It's a great final step after you've done everything else to just go and smooth it all. And then next, we talked about this in class a little bit. The windows had curved edges rather than just straight 90-degree angles, so I'm using my loop tool here to do some of that work, and it makes it look really good. And I'm going to do it again down here on this part. You can do this on your entire piece if you want to. And I believe I'm going to once again use the sponge to smooth it all over. And that's it.